I was talking to y'all. I don't have the energy to. I didn't turn the camera on, but here I am. Okay, I got it on now. Yeah, I'm a little bit more smiley than I've been. It's been a rough 3 weeks. It has. Uh, 2 emergency room visits before I could even go see my doctor because I really haven't felt good. I thought I'd explain a little bit. Since we got sick back in December, I don't know what we had, but it took a toll on all of us. Even Elon, he's 13 now. He was 12 at the time. It even took him a long time to recoup. The first week in January, I stayed pretty busy. And I still haven't showed you some of the stuff that I had done then because I just not had the energy to kind of, what do you call it? Give you a synopsis or tell you what was going on. And Sherry was here. She spent a couple of nights with me. Some of y'all have met Sherry in another video. You don't see much of her because she don't like to be on camera. And I was real low energy that week. It's the week of Eli's birthday. I didn't do a whole lot then. Sherry went home on January 5th, and we went to Michelle's on the 5th, and her car was there, so I took her back to her car and got to see Michelle, had no energy. Well, by January 6th, that night, my pulse rate, it just felt like my heart was coming out of my chest. It did. So when I checked my pulse and blood pressure, I was stroke level on the blood pressure, and my pulse rate was over 120. Never had been over 120. Maybe when I'm walking and I don't check it, I don't know, but resting heart rate, no. So Kenny took me to the emergency room, him and Eli, and I suffered a really bad panic attack because of it. They call it GAD, General Anxiety Disorder, which I have anxiety issues. I've been pretty good about managing them, but not that night. So they had to treat me for that. They tested, make sure I wasn't having a heart attack. They ran an EKG, blood work, lung x-ray, make sure I didn't have pneumonia or anything like that. And they couldn't figure out why I was doing what I was doing. The emergency room couldn't. They even gave me IV. They told me just to follow up with my doctor in a day or two. This was on a Saturday night. So I called my doctor on Monday morning. I can't go in till Thursday. Well, by Tuesday night, it was even worse than it was that Saturday night. Pulse rate had gotten up to 150 something. And I tried to keep the panic attack down, but I was scared. So we went back to the emergency room, and of course they ran the EKG. I think they did another lung x-ray. They did the blood work. And they gave me medicine the first night for high blood pressure. And of course Kenny went and got that filled. Came home with no answers again. So then I go to my doctor on, I guess it was the 11th, a couple of days later. And of course, blood pressure's still up, pulse rate's still up. And she's trying to figure out what's going on. And I guess she had all my results back from the hospital. So she gave me certain medications to take to try to get it down. Well, that was on Thursday. Well, by that Saturday, the 13th, I was back at the emergency walk-in. I didn't go back to the emergency room. I went to the emergency walk-in. So within a week, 2 emergency room visits, a doctor visit, and a walk-in visit. I couldn't help myself. I didn't have my phone, nor would I used it if I'd had it at the emergency room visits. But I had my phone at the walk-in for whatever reason I had it. And I had already seen the doctor, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I was kind of relieved I went there. I was. And so I thought I'd snap a picture for Omi and Tammy and them to let them know I was back at the doctor's. But I think I might have had a little smile under my mask. Maybe I had a smile under my mask. This doctor listened to what I'd been through. Pulse rate up, blood pressure up. She said there's got to be a reason. And she said, we'll see if we can figure it out. Well, because I did not complain of a sore throat, earache, or anything else anywhere else, because I didn't have any of those. I'd had sore throat, I told the emergency room, the week before I went. Nobody looked in my throat, my ears, my nose, or anything. This doctor did. She said, honey, you've got a severe ear infection. And she looked in my throat. She said, we better test for strep. She diagnosed me. I'd had strep. I had an ear infection. Severe ear infection. But I wasn't hurting. I didn't know. More than likely, what has happened, I think, because today is the 28th, and my blood pressure with the medication is finally starting to regulate. I guess because I'm getting better. I had to go on 10 days of, antibiotics, and she did then a pretty aggressive antibiotic, and she said if it doesn't quite clear it up, you know, your doctor may have to prescribe another round of antibiotic and maybe a steroid to help. So I felt like at least I got some answers, because when I researched online, it was saying if your body's under stress and trying to fight off infections and stuff, it can do exactly what I was doing. So I'm praying that's all it is, because even though my pulse rate's still kind of up, my blood pressure has not skyrocketed anymore. Today, actually, it's the better it's been in 21 days. Why I'm on here to talk to you. Yeah. But if you feel like something's not right and you're not getting the right answers, it might just take going to a different place. And I will continue going to this walk-in for the fact that they actually helped me. And not that the other doctors did anything wrong. I told my doctor I'm not mad at her, because I had to go back to her this past Thursday. I know the past two videos I kind of said I had doctor's appointments, which I did. She said, if you had a severe ear infection, you should have really been hurting. And I said, I wasn't. I wasn't hurt. She said, because she would have checked, and I know she would have. I never dreamed it, or I would have had them checked. Kenny said his doctor always checks his ears, nose, and throat. Most doctors now don't. I don't know if it's just I have a high tolerance for pain or what it was. But I knew I had bad ringing in the ears, more than normal, to the point that it was severe. But I had no clue that it was because of an ear infection. So, my doctor Thursday said she didn't think I needed more antibiotics. Thank goodness. Said that we'll keep a check on my blood pressure and my pulse rate. If I have any problems before I go back to her, my nose still kind of gives me some issue. Go back to her in 4 weeks to call. So far, I'm telling you all, today's my best day. Yeah, my best day. But we did some running around, because on Friday, I didn't do any running around on Thursday. Wasn't up to it. Still wore out. But I knew on Friday I had 2 scheduled tests that needed to be done. My mammogram and a CT scan that were already scheduled. luckily I didn't have to cancel them. Everything's good for now. Go back for checkups in a year. 6 months on my mammogram, but that's because of something else that I've dealt with since my 30s. I was just relieved that those tests came back good. I didn't have to have more done. And in between visits I had time, I went to the Dollar Tree. I was determined I was going to get out of that car and go into the Dollar Tree. I was halfway dressed, looked halfway decent, had a face on. I called Tammy this morning. I said, Tammy, I got my face on. Yeah, because I haven't. Mama was worried because, you know, a lot of times when I'm not feeling good, I just messaged them and said, you know, I'm not up to talking. I don't feel good. So she sends me a message. I'm going to share that message with her because it put a smile on my face. And I could tell she was worried. That's why I try to always at least give her a message that I'm here, just not, you know, tired, not feeling good. So I told her I was going to share this little message because it's things like this at times when people don't feel good that can make a difference. Not only did she send me a message when we were FaceTiming one day, and I got a clip of it. You can tell I'm rough. I'm sitting in my recliner. That's what I've pretty much done. I didn't lay in bed because when your pulse rate and stuff's up, it seems like up in here, you can feel it. And I did better sitting up even though I couldn't focus. And plus, you know, I'm always worried about my stents that I have in my head, which I have to go for an angiogram on February 7th. Yeah, February 7th. I have to go for my yearly angiogram. And my doctor says I'm well enough to do that, which I need to with the blood pressure like it is, to make sure those coils didn't compact or my stents are still in place. I know that's an important test as much as I don't want it done, so I'll keep you updated on that one. But, yeah, she had the hair going on. This was after her haircut, and she did it for fun. So I took a clip of it. Michelle, Tammy. Yeah, I've got two. Tammy, if you're watching this, I know I was going to post it tonight, but I've got a little long in the mouth. We talked this morning, so she knows I'm kind of rattly. She said, you do have your face on when I think I told you that. But anyway, she sent me a couple of videos, and yeah, you'll want to see one of them. So I may try to get that ready for tomorrow night. I thought this is why I'm vertical tonight, because I thought I was going to show it tonight. But I think that deserves its own video. What do you think? I think it does. The boys, Kenny, he's, from the time I went to the emergency room till now, he's took care of all my critters on the hill. I was allowed to kind of go out in the yard and feed them out in the yard, but there was one day even I couldn't do that. And he said, honey, I'll take care of it. And he's not a farmer. He's not a big animal lover. He doesn't hate them. He doesn't connect with a lot of them like I do, but I'll hear him out on the porch talking to the cats or one of them that's coming in. Oh, yeah. I had plenty of cat company while I was on the recliner. Bella, my oldest one that I've had for years, she wouldn't hardly leave my side. And she never sits on anybody's lap or lays up next to him, but she insisted. So I think to show Omi or Tammy or Michelle or one of them, I took a few pictures, so I think I'll show those to you now, because I had constant companion between her and Boo, Mama Boo, and Lexi. They pretty much not left my side. I think cats and, you know, animals through the years, I think, know when you're not feeling quite right, because like today, Bella's not laying next to me. She's staying in there with me. She's kind of watching me, but she's not right on top of me. But let me show you.
Good evening, my sweet girl. I thought I'd surprise you and let you see your mama so you get to feeling better. We got a lot of things we need to do. I hope you're feeling better tonight. I wish you a good night. I want to give you a picture so you have it put a smile on your face. And I love you, sweetie pie. I love you, I love you, I love you. Mwah. Love you so much. Talk to you later. Good night.
Not only did she send me a message when we were FaceTiming one day, and I got a clip of it. You can tell I'm rough. I'm sitting in my recliner. That's what I've pretty much done. I didn't lay in bed because when your pulse rate and stuff's up, it seems like up in here, you can feel it. And I did better sitting up, even though I couldn't focus. And plus, you know, I'm always worried about my stents that I have in my head, which I have to go for an angiogram on February 7th. Yeah, February 7th, I have to go for my yearly angiogram. And my doctor says I'm well enough to do that, which I need to with the blood pressure like it is, to make sure those coils didn't compact or my stents are still in place. I know that's an important test as much as I don't want it done, so I'll keep you updated on that one. But, yeah, she had the hair going on. This was after her haircut, and she did it for fun. So I took a clip of it. Michelle, Tammy. Yeah, I've got two. Tammy, if you're watching this, I know I was going to post it tonight, but I've got a little lung in the mouth. We talked this morning, so she knows I'm kind of rattly. She said, you do have your face on. I think I told you that. But anyway, she sent me a couple of videos, and yeah, you'll want to see one of them. So I may try to get that ready for tomorrow night. I thought this is why I'm vertical tonight, because I thought I was going to show it tonight. But I think that deserves its own video. What do you think? I think it does. The boys, Kenny, he's, from the time I went to the emergency room till now, he's took care of all my critters on the hill. I was allowed to kind of go out in the yard and feed them out in the yard, but there was one day even I couldn't do that. And he said, honey, I'll take care of it. And he's not a farmer. He's not a big animal lover. He doesn't hate them. He doesn't connect with a lot of them like I do, but I'll hear them out on the porch talking to the cats, or one of them that's coming in. Oh, yeah. I had plenty of cat company while I was on the recliner. Bella, my oldest one, that I've had for years, she wouldn't hardly leave my side. And she never sits on anybody's lap or lays up next to him, but she insisted. So I think to show Omi or Tammy or Michelle or one of them, I took a few pictures, so I think I'll show those to you now, because I had constant companion between her and Boo, Mama Boo, and Lexi. They pretty much not left my side. I think cats and, animals through the years, I think, know when you're not feeling quite right, because like today, Bella's not laying next to me. She's staying in there with me. She's kind of watching me, but she's not right on top of me. But let me show you. Yeah, that's why they say pets are good therapy, and I think they are. Lexi looks a little sad because I've not been outside as much or as active as I normally am, and she won't hardly go out unless I'm with her. Even when Kenny goes out, she don't want to go out unless I go out. So I've had to make myself go on the porch a few times just so she would go out. And like I said, Tammy, Michelle, Brenda Duncan, thank you so much. I had really bad issues the other night. She stayed on the phone with me, talking me through it. Like I said, she has a channel called Duncan 1900 Homestead, and she's so knowledgeable on a lot of stuff. I don't think mind me telling you, she has a lot of health issues, but I wish she'd do videos, because she has a lot of wealth of knowledge. They're the ones that do a lot of farming, a lot of animals, a lot of holistic and all that. And she messaged me today and said her daughter was, and her were going to go to town and go thrifting and go to the Olive Garden. She said, I wished you were here. I had to message her back and say I wished I were too. But I did tell you I went to the Dollar Tree. Did go to Walmart because I had a medicine to pick up. And I told Kenny, of course, the cherry pies and bananas, if you watch my Walmart hauls. Yeah, we were depleted. And I told Kenny it might do me good to get out. Well, winded up being more than 2 or 3 things. So when I'm up to it, I'll show you a lot of what I picked up at Walmart. I was in there a little bit too long, and I was in checkout. And I seen Kenny, and he had this look on his face, and he said, I got worried about you. If you call a lot of times in our Walmart, it doesn't pick up on your phone. So he come looking for me. And I said, I got a second wind because I kept thinking, I want this, might want that. I thought I was going to have to give up and go ahead and leave. And I kept going. Michelle's calling. I kept going until I got what I needed. I said, I don't want to have to send you back to the store. And a lot of it was splurge stuff. It wasn't stuff we had to have, but stuff after not feeling good and not eating just sounded good. So I'll have a haul on that. I'll try to do the Dollar Tree haul and a Walmart haul. I've got some other stuff to show you. I've got stuff sitting right here I could be showing you. But I'm not sure if I'll get around to it today. I'm just glad I got to get on here and kind of explain what was going on. I talked to Jan last night. She was worried about me. And I try not to worry her because, she's on a long road to recovery. And I told her I'm doing all right. Doing all right. And, of course, I didn't have my face on. She said, I see your dark circles. I said, I ain't got my face on. I'm bad about putting a face on even if I don't get on camera or anything. I've been like that since I was 10 years old. But it just helps to have food on me. It just helps to normalize. Yeah, I'm trying to get myself normalized again. So I'm out of my PJs. Been wearing these Walmart sweatshirts that I bought a few weeks back that I showed. I wear them every day. I've been wearing them with jammy bottoms. Today I actually put on crop pants with the clean one. I thought, I gotta get out of jammy bottoms. I need to feel more put together. So I put my crop pants on, got my socks on. Had a toboggan on earlier. Don't have it on right now. Yeah, I think it was 41 degrees when I came here to talk to you. So, yeah. I believe I'm on the other side of this. I think, like I said, it started back in December. I just didn't realize what all was happening. Don't know why my ear wasn't hurting. My doctor said, well, with a severe ear infection, it probably would have busted on you. And I said it did. It busted a night or two after I went to the walk-in. I was laying down, and all of a sudden it popped, and clear liquid came out. I said it did, and she was really shocked that I had not had any pain with it. A twinge here or there, but I've had that for years and years, so I didn't know. But anyway, I think that's enough rambling for right now. I'm kind of limited on how many coffees I can have a day right now. I can have one or two to keep my caffeine in my system so I don't have caffeine withdrawal. This is my first cup of hot coffee in my upside down. I run on Coffee and Chaos. Michelle, I got that one from her. Upside down, that's me. And I'm sure I'll be back with another video. I hope you're enjoying some of the videos that I've had. The one with Eli cracked me up when I took him to the courthouse that night. I posted it a couple of nights ago. He has grown so much in a year and a half. That was about a year and a half ago. He had the giggle box, and yeah, we have fun together. We really do. And I'll talk more about him. I'll tell you more about Tammy's videos, more about Michelle, and all that in another video. I think I'm going to get off of here for a while, go prop my feet up, and I'm going to take a coffee break. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it encourages you if you're like me and you just don't know what's going on and you keep going for help and you're not getting it. There is help out there. It's just when, I guess. And I was fortunate enough this time to have help relatively close to home. And I know that in the future, if I need emergency care and they're open, because they're open like till 8 at night every day, that's where I'll go. So until next time, thank you for watching and putting up with me. I say I'll be back in rare form soon. We'll talk soon.